All right. So let's go back to the daily. All right. So we had this daily uh chart right here. So we had price taking that buy side liquidity pool right here on the equal bodies, and then we traded lower towards into this BC, and today we trade all the way to the consequent encroachment of the BC, and I was trading the New York AM session. So let's get into how I was trading it. So right here, I marked out the 4 hour opening prices because I'm looking at candlesticks. The 4 hour candlesticks that will take me to 8:30 and just within the New York AM session, right? So this particular candlestick right here, let me just mark that out properly. I got them mixed up. So right here we have the 5 a.m. opening price for this 4 hour candlestick taking us all the way to uh 9 a.m. and then we have the 9 a.m. from 9 a.m. all the way to somewhere around 1. I don't really care about that because I'm focusing on the AM session, right? And there's my draw on liquidity, and according to the criteria that I use, I need to see what these are my these are my requirements, right? Firstly, I establish where the draw on liquidity is, and then after finding the draw on liquidity, then I already know if I'm bullish or bearish. So since we have we had a lower draw on liquidity, I was bearish, right? Let me just rephrase that. Bearish scenario. So we have an open. Let me just take this away and to right here. I think that would do. Give it a moment. We need to be having what? An open, high, low close scenario, right? Open, high, low close scenario. That's what I want to see. So right here, what do we have? Let me just re-edit this. That is for a review I was doing a couple of hours back when I had a bullish draw on liquidity, a higher draw on liquidity. So that's why we're seeing that. So we need to see what a law forming, and then we need to see an open, high, low, close scenario. So right there, and we'll get into the third requirement, which is this becomes what a premium array, and then displacement, which is market structure shift, and then return to fair value gap only on the AM session. So we have this 5 a.m. candle, and then we have the 9 a.m. candle. And bear in mind that we had high impact news coming through at 10 a.m. So I wasn't really having much expectations. So right there we go straight to the 15 minutes time frame. So I want to see the opening price for the 5 a.m. candle, right? I want to see it open and trade into a level of premium for resistance, right? And then we displace lower and leave a fair value gap behind. That's the fair value gap that I would be trading on a normal day, but this time around, like I said, we had news coming up. So right here we had the opening price for the 5 a.m. candle. Right here, as you can see, price traded into a fair value gap and then breaks lower, which is what? Displacement. There's your market structure shift right there. Market structure shift right there. Let me just mark it out in a different abstract color, right? So if we have that, I'm still not trading. Why? Because that high impact news coming through. But at the end of the day, I was tempted. I ended up getting all tempted to trade, and I took the trade. I took the trade. prior to the news release, which is actually an awkward thing because I never do that on a normal. But anyway, as you can see, break below, we form no fair value gap on this time frame. But if you look at the 5 minutes time frame, right? Look at the 5 minutes time frame because that is the one that I was using for my executions. Let's just go to the 5 minutes time frame so you can get the feel for it. And don't worry about the other annotations that are from my observations earlier on as I was trading. I need to look at some other aspects. So right here, we had this happening at a few minutes after 8, and then we broke lower. There's your market structure shift, as I had mentioned, and then we had what? We had this fair value gap, and prior to that fair value gap, we rebalanced a fair value gap right there. So that made this high in it a rebalance intermediate high. So this becomes another rebalance intermediate high. I'm not expecting them to be broken, even though news impact releases can be quite unpredictable and very much volatile. But at the end of the day, I was trusting that none of this would happen. None of these intermediate term highs would be broken. So I sold on this fair value gap right here with a breaker block on the side. So I was looking at this candle closes and I was thinking to myself that since we're respecting this breaker block and this very shorter block, then indeed price is in very much most likely to trade to our BC consequent encroachment, right? So yeah, let me just show you how I did it. Price broke down again right there. I'll show you the executions at the end of this. So there's another market structure shift, comes back into it, this very shorter block. So I was looking at this very shorter block and I was thinking if this candle doesn't close above the very shorter block main threshold, then I'm content with taking a trade here. So if you look at how I did it, let me just show you the executions for this particular trade. Right. So as you can see, I sold here right on this candle, and I had sold prior to that on this candle right here, which is on this fair value gap, right? And then as it traded into what? As it traded into this very shorter block and the breaker again, right? I was looking at how it was forming, right? I was looking at how it was forming, and yeah, let me just bring that back on. So I sold here and I sold there, another contract, and then I took it all the way to the B sequence of an encroachment, and I literally got out on this candle, right? I got out on this candle because the moment we pay into it, I didn't know what was going to happen, but as long as my drawn liquidity has been tagged, I was content with it. And like I said, with the intermediate term highs, my stop loss was literally right here. So let's say I sold here, my stop loss was on this intermediate term high, which is almost the same level with the breaker right here. And here's your breaker, two consecutive up close, down close candles. And my TP was right here. I didn't take no partials, fortunately. So 27 pips for what? 9.4 pips stop. That's a 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. So yeah, that's what I had on USDJPY today, and I hope that clears the confusion. And for those who are trading ICT silver bullet, I think there was a trade on the 1 minute. Let me just go to the 10 a.m. Uh, mark it out. I don't trade the 1 minute time frame. The lowest I can go to is the 5 minutes. There's nothing wrong with that. Just a personal preference, right? So looking at this, the high impact news did what? Trade into our, what did I annotate here? There's a favorite gap, or is it a bearish order block? I'm not sure. Main threshold right there. Let me just get rid of this. And then we broke lower. So what do we have? We have right there. We had a fair value gap right there. So you could have sold on this fair value gap, stop right there, and then your TP would have been right there. That would have been that with this trade. That would have been that. For those who are trading the 1 minute, but I'm not trading the 1 minute, right? So yeah, that was that from USDJPY, my favorite forex pair. So it's a wrap. Alright, it's a wrap. It's a wrap from my side. It's a wrap. Well, the expectations should be kept minimal, as ICT always says when the high impact news coming through. Keep your expectations at a minimal. So yeah.